Welcome everyone to my review of IDW Sonic issue 51. Right off the bat, I'm giving you a major spoiler warning since we're dealing with the immediate aftermath of issue 50. So if you haven't read it, or any of its preceding issues, I recommend leaving now and coming back when you do. But if you don't care about spoilers, well, here we go. Previously on the big milestone issue, there was a massive conflict between the game characters Sonic, Tails, and Eggman, and the imposters Surge, Kit, and Starline. The result? The game characters won. Yeah. As for the fate of the imposters, Surge was dangling over the edge of a cliff until debris fell in her general direction. It looks like she's a goner, right? Well, no. Future issue solicitations revealed that Surge is still alive and will still be a threat. Tails was able to shut down Kit's water pack and accidentally shut off Kit as well. Feeling responsible, Tails decided to take Kit with him. And as for Starline, he went insane after Eggman one-upped him in every way before getting crushed by debris. Unlike Surge, he did not survive. Yeah, it's been confirmed on one of Ian Flynn's podcasts that unless fan demand was high, Starline is dead. With Eggman back in control of his empire, his first order of business is to unleash a city full of badniks at Sonic, Tails, the unconscious Kit, and Belle the Tinkerer, who accompanied them. Yeah guys, time to bail. Among the gathered badniks is an E-2000, and those things are no joke, at least from my experience. Speaking of Sonic heroes, Sonic utilizes his Blue Tornado move to take care of some of the smaller badniks while the others flee through an alleyway. Well, in Belle's case, Sonic threw her like a baseball, executed the move, and runs over to catch her before she hits the ground. Movie Sonic would be proud. They hide in a building, at least I think that's a building, and Sonic wants to know what exactly is going on. Belle just flat out tells him everything. Based on what she can piece together, this is all Starline's fault. Attacking the city with his enforcers Surge and Kit, as well as summoning the badniks to lure Sonic in, and raising an army at the same time. Eggman struck back, and Starline's a goner. Oh, don't worry, I'll discuss Sonic's reaction in the next section. Anyway, Belle reveals she's got all this information by downloading data during her link-up with Metal Sonic. At the moment, she can no longer access the EggNet. However, she does retain some downloaded data, including the location of a hangar in a nearby district. Tails could hotwire a shuttle for them to escape in. But the problem is, there are still a buttload of badniks out there. Sonic, of course, will distract them, and once Tails gets their escape vehicle airborne, he can pick him up. The odds will be against Sonic since he's dealing with more badniks than he can normally handle alone. Besides, in addition to hotwiring the shuttle, Tails needs to look after the unconscious Kit and Belle. With that settled, Sonic heads off and dares Eggman to unleash all his badniks at him. After a bit of a wait, an Egg Monitor arrives. Eggman says that Sonic is in his city, and he will tear it down just to get rid of him. To prove his point, the badniks below tear down the building Sonic's standing on. And so the battle between Sonic and the numerous badniks begins. At the hangar, Tails deals with the guard badniks before he and Belle locate the shuttle. In a nice bit of continuity, the guard badniks ignore Belle because she's technically a badnik herself. The one thing the badniks cannot ignore is a speedy blue hedgehog. Sonic's actually enjoying this, fighting off models that he hasn't seen in a long time. Eggman says he can't keep it up forever, and Sonic admits to himself he's right. Between running towards the city, the fight with Surge, and now against all these badniks, he's starting to run out of juice. Luckily he spots the shuttle, and after some well-placed running and wall jumping, he makes it on board. The Egg Monitor also got on board, allowing Sonic a moment to gloat. The badniks are pulling back, so the gang's in the clear, right? Nuh-uh. Eggman ordered the badniks back because he wanted one specific robot to have his moment. Metal Sonic. Earlier, Eggman caught on to Sonic's plan, especially when it was pointed out that the Hedgehog was alone. So he ordered Metal Sonic to track down Tails' group and take any necessary action. Eggman also gave special orders to keep Belle intact if possible. He's got some future ideas for her. This extra planning paid off for Eggman as Metal Sonic trashes the shuttle. The good news is, everyone survived the crash. Bad news, they didn't even make it halfway out of the city. And even worse, Sonic is injured. At least according to this panel. And so we end the issue with the group in a worse position than before. Those of you who read the issue might be asking, aren't you forgetting about a certain character? Don't worry, I haven't. After Bell laid out Starline's plan, Sonic and Tails briefly mentioned their fights against Surge and Kit respectively. Sonic even points out that Surge could not have survived that debris falling on top of her. That's when the comic cuts to a full page showing Surge surviving getting crushed by debris. I didn't include this in the summary proper since A, it was just that one page, and I couldn't find a way to place it in the summary without making it feel a little awkward. And B, as I've already said, future solicitations have already revealed her survival, so it's not really much of a surprise. I will concede on the following. First, it is possible that not everyone reads the solicitations because they do not want to be spoiled. And this scene is for their benefit. Yeah, that's kind of a stretch. Second, it was established in the Imposter Syndrome miniseries that Surge and Kit have modified Metal Virus for that extra healing factor, and we've seen Surge survive getting crushed by a spiked ball. And third, it sets up Surge's new goal to gain more power to wipe out Sonic and company. Something the aforementioned solicitations accurately pointed out. Which brings me to my next thought. So it turns out Eggman City is called Eggperial City and not Eggtropolis like Imposter Syndrome number 4 solicitations said. Eggperial City's fine, the dock still has an empire to run, and it is a play off the word Imperial, just with an egg in it. But personally, I prefer Eggtropolis. Maybe the original plan was to call the city that, but was changed at the last minute due to a number of factors, and there wasn't time to alter the Imposter Syndrome 4 solicitations in a timely manner. These things happen, so sometimes it's best to take in future solicitations with a grain of salt. Let's move on to the deceased platypus in the room. Sonic's reaction to Starline's demise. When this preview first popped up online, people had things to say on it. What are my thoughts on the panel? I don't mind it. Starline's been a pain for everyone ever since his first appearance, so I don't blame Sonic for being done with the guy. Heck, he was done with Starline back in issue 25 after he just watched the guy being tossed through a portal by Metal Sonic. And this is the same guy that is merciful towards his greatest enemies, after they've been neutralized of course. That's saying something. Now I wonder if Sonic would have presented the same opportunity to the defeated Starline if given the chance. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get to the fun stuff. There are game nods aplenty in this issue. A lot of it comes from the numerous badniks. Some are from games you wouldn't know off the top of your head, and others you would have to look up, like I did every once in a while. Seriously, I forgot Eggman used this type of badnik in this specific game. Another nod you may or may not pick up right away is the egg capsule following Sonic, just like it did Shadow in his game. Though in this case, it's to mock Sonic rather than help him. There's Sonic pulling out some old tricks like the Blue Tornado, and the wall jumping he's known for in the modern games. And there is one more game nod I did not notice right away, even though I should have. The shuttle our heroes tried to use to escape. It looks like the same one Eggman used at the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You know, Doomsday Zone? Let's see what this thing's actually called. The final weapon? Alright, in a meta sense, this is the final boss of the game, but I will always think of it as an escape vehicle first. Sure didn't help Sonic and his friends escape this time. Eggman's been on a roll lately. Not only did he prove himself superior to Starline by planning ahead, he anticipated the hero's escape plan and had the appropriate countermeasures ready. And this is why the epilogue is going to be sort of a two-parter. Overall, I really enjoyed this issue. Sonic is basically going through a gauntlet level, the kind you have to hold on long enough until a cutscene triggers. The art really does lay out that fact. Some of you are probably wondering, why was Sonic getting tired? Didn't he do all that running during the Metal Virus saga just to reduce the virus load on a consistent basis? Yeah, that is a bit puzzling. But you could argue that the Metal Virus saga took place over a matter of days. Sonic actually had brief amounts of time to recover between running sessions, and it's only after the virus adapted to Sonic's speed that the Hedgehog became really tired. From issue 49 to now, it's been nothing but non-stop action. TLDR, Sonic can be as active or as tired based on plot demands. Well, for Sonic, it's game over thanks to getting injured in the crash. Thus, escaping from Eggperial City just became harder. To complicate things further, the crash seems to have awakened Kit. Will he help the heroes escape, or will he betray them at a critical moment? We'll see when Evan Stanley takes over writing duties next issue, and hopefully gets the group out of Eggman City. See ya then! Wait, if Bell downloaded data from Metal Sonic during their brief link-up, does this mean Metal Sonic might have downloaded stuff from Bell, including things about the restoration? No wonder Eggman was originally nonchalant about letting her go.